What's up, guys? S4 Aviator back with you. For those of you that have been asking me where the next video is, when it's coming, here it is. We are back. I'm sorry for the long hiatus, but I actually started flying a new airplane besides the 414, which looks a lot like this. Actually looks like this. This is the airplane. This is a Learjet 35. It's absolute blast to fly. Not sure how much Lear 35 content I'm actually going to be able to bring to the channel. Hopefully a fair amount. You guys are hopefully looking forward to the upgrade and the change in the dynamic of the channel between the 414 flying and the Learjet flying. So I thought I'd take you guys along on this trip. I didn't have my patch cord, so I'm sorry, no ATC audio in this video. But this one is filmed totally point of view, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. So we're going to start with the exterior pre-flight, which I'll kind of voice over and take you guys through. This is the second pre-flight of the day. This was for the second leg, so it's not a first flight of the day pre-flight. This is a second flight of the day walk-around pre-flight inspection. And I'll do some voiceover as the video goes through, kind of explain to you guys what's going on and everything. But so this is a Lear 35. A lot of fun to fly, and let's get going with the video. So here on the second pre-flight of the day, we're basically just checking general condition, looking at the engine inlet, make sure we don't have any foreign debris in there, checking the tires, the brakes, making sure everything looks the way we expect it to down there. Very important on the Lear 35, check the fuel caps. Can't see them from the cockpit, so you got to make sure they're all nice and good. Now we're going to get down under the airplane, and we're going to do the fuel vent drain. This is very important on the 30 series Lear. Got to drain this first flight of the day, and anytime you put fuel in the airplane. And it's just to get fuel out of that vent system so it doesn't freeze up. So usually in the first flight of the day, you'll get a pretty constant 4 or 5 second stream of fuel out of there. So it does kind of collect. Looking at general condition of the tail, horizontal stabilizer. The airplane was parked and it wasn't even towed, so not expecting to see anything out of the ordinary, just giving the airplane a once-over before we commence on our second leg. Checking the left nacelle, left thrust reverser, looking at general condition of the flaps, ailerons, tip tanks, coming over to check our other fuel cap, and just chatting with the captain about our flight back up to Teterboro, and then we'll be moving on into the airplane. So again, just looking at general condition of everything. Okay, making our way back into the airplane. Got a clamshell door, kind of like the 414 on this airplane. Top half and the bottom half. Although I may actually do a video on opening and closing the door on this airplane, because it's a little bit involved. It has quite a few steps to actually get the door closed. Here I'm just closing it partially to just to keep the heat in, because we are running the heat off that ground power unit. And then we're going to hop on in the front office and start getting things ready. Now we're just waiting on the passengers. They should be arriving in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, so now the passengers have arrived, so that starts the part of getting their bags all in the baggage compartment, which is the back of the cabin, and there's no external access, so you got to load the bags before you load the people, and get that back seat, which is a bench, all buttoned up, and make sure that everything looks presentable after you drag the bags through the airplane for the people that are about to get on. So you throw the bags in the back and make sure everything's secured back there, tidy up the cabin, and move back up to the cockpit where we get everything rolling. So now we're climbing in. Now the captain's going to go ahead and close the door, which is that vacuum cleaner sound you're about to hear. And while he's getting that door buttoned up, I'm going to go ahead and get an engine rolling so we can get moving.
Roger. Yeah, thereabouts. Door lights out. Door light is out.
Okay, so I cut it a little bit there, but now all the checklists are complete. We're ready to taxi and get the show on the road. And that annoying squealing sound you're going to hear while we're on the ground is the brakes. All the Learjets, for the most part, make this really weird squealing sound anytime you're applying pressure on the toe brakes.
That's good. We'll stay with you for
I flew this leg. The captain had flown the first one earlier in the day. I flew the second one, so you'll hear him running the radios and the checklists while I fly the airplane.
Taxi checklist. Brake steering. Check. Flight instruments.
Gyros erect on the right, headings agreed, 240, no flags.
Standby gyros on case, takeoff data is posted left and right, engine instruments are good, TRs test, initiators are good, nav equipment is a must, and crew takeoff freeze.
Alright, we'll do that a second. He wants us to come out here and we're making a left. Alright, you ready for takeoff briefing?
Yep.
Okay, be right seat takeoff. Anything below 80 knots will abort. Above 80, below V1 will only abort for engine fire, engine failure, loss of directional control, ground spoilers, thruster rotor deployment. Otherwise, above V1, we'll take the problem into the air and sort it out there.
I paused the briefing here momentarily as ATC had asked us a question.
Otherwise, take it into the air, sort it out there. You run the checklist, I'll do the memory items unless you take the airplane from me, in which case we'll do roll reversal. Otherwise, if everything goes okay, it's runway heading up to 4,000, looking for vectors. Any questions?
No.
Alright, now here we've been clear for takeoff on runway 33 right at Baltimore International. It's gotten a little bit louder in the cockpit as the pressurization area has now been turned on. That's totally normal to get that little increase in wind noise from the pressurization area. But we're going to line it up on 3 through right and head back to Teterboro.
You ready to go? Flaps up. Say again?
030.
030.
Departure medevac to 604 Gulf Stairs out of 2 for 9er, 030 heading. Any ice is on.
Launch.
Heading up soon.
So I've again cut the video here just to our landing in Teterboro just to save some time.
Gear down, flaps 20.
Before landing gear is down, engine sync is coming off. It's good, landing lights are on, TRs are orange, pressure's good, igniters on, flaps 2.
I don't remember exactly what our computed VREF speed was on this approach, but I seem to recall it was somewhere in the neighborhood of about 130 knots.
Find the citation, leave it to Atlantic Coast here. Alright, straight ahead, take a left in the ramp.
So you notice the captain's pilot not flying callouts on the landing rollout of 2 deployed. That's just letting the pilot flying know that both of the thrust reversers have indicated that they've both come out fully. And the other call at 60 knots is to give the pilot not flying the cue that that's when he needs to have the thrust reversers in idle reverse. So you don't need to necessarily have the buckets closed, but you need to have the engines back down to idle with the buckets open by 60 knots. So those are the 2 callouts. One to let you know the TRs are open, and the other just to give you a reference point of when they need to be back at idle.
That's the opening I see.
That's the only opening I see.
How we doing over there?
Yeah, we got about 5 feet.
Tons of room on this side. Tons of room.
Alright guys, we've made it safe and sound back to Teterboro. Thanks for watching guys, really appreciate it. Leave me a thumbs up if you liked the video, drop a comment below, and please subscribe to my channel. I think we got our camera situation rectified, so we're going to have some more videos coming to you real soon. Hopefully some more Learjet content, definitely some more 414 content coming. And also, thanks again guys.